What's up, guys? Andy with Andy's Auto Care Plus. I'm back for part 2 of what I've done. So now what we're going to be doing is this is going to be the new setup. We're going in, this is a 2014 Chevy Silverado. I've had this truck actually for a while. My goal was actually having 2 mobile units on the road. Plans change as they do. If you guys are in this industry, you know that. So now what we're doing is, as you saw from the previous video, is I sold the van, my mobile, the Chevy Express van, sold that off. If you guys haven't seen that video, go click on this link up here and go watch that video. But now we're going to be building from scratch for the most part, this new style setup. So right here, we're doing a flooring for it so that I have something to mount all my stuff to, basically. The reason I'm doing it like this, I like this style, because what I'm going to be able to do is I'm actually going to be able to just slide that out with stuff attached to it and be able to, still utilize the pickup, that sort of thing. I just went and picked up this water tank. We got a 100-gallon, I think it's a 100-gallon water tank, if not a little bit bigger. I think it was either 100 or 110, something like that. So sorry, I'm on this weird zooming, so sorry about that. We're still going to be using the same stuff. We're going to be doing the hose reel. I got the pressure washer reel. We're still going to be using the Krenzla pressure washer in the back. I'm still going to be using the Honda generator, that sort of thing. And so we're going to take you along for step number 1 on this build. So right now, really step number 1 was actually getting this piece of plywood. I went with a thicker style of plywood like this. It's not your standard plywood. It's almost like it's flooring, basically, essentially. So that way it's a little bit more sturdy, that sort of thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to put some waterproofing stain on that. So that's going to be our step number 1. Here we go. All right, quick little update. I actually didn't end up staining the wood first, as you can tell. We're going to actually take it apart and do that afterwards, but I have a job tomorrow that I have to have this ready for. We've decided to put the water tank all the way back. We're hoping that that's going to end up being okay. This is kind of going to be a test run. Generator is going to be here. Obviously pressure washer. This is just a kind of a mock-up. And then my wife came up with this idea of mounting the pressure washer hose reel onto the actual tailgate so that when it's open, I have a lot more room to work, which actually seems to be like it's going to work out really well. So we're currently in the process. Basically, we just are going right through into the tailgate. And then we're going to mount this piece of wood down. This is actually mounting all the way through. So basically this is just a little quick update, and then we will come back when that's all mounted. And this weekend I'm going to actually tear it back apart and then stain the wood. Okay, I'm back for round 2. I kind of already have changed stuff up. If you look, I already took out this piece of wood. Multiple reasons for that. I just got my tonneau cover up here. It doesn't clear the generator, kind of like I was anticipating. Rather than cutting out holes in the wood, we just took the wood all the way out, and we're just going to make it easy to where we can take things out if we need to. The other thing, I don't know if you can tell from here, but the tank is now at an angle. I was actually limited on how much water I could suck out of it till about there, which was probably a good 15-20 gallons of my water, which, going to a bigger water tank, I wanted to be able to actually utilize that extra water. So what I've done, let's get in the bed. It's a little dirty right now because we're just doing everything. I put 2 2x4s back there. Sorry, I'm filling up the water tank. The other thing that we have installed, as you see right there, a float valve. So that hose is going to go all the way out here to a quick disconnect where we can just fill up the water tank. Let's take a look at that. So there it is. So when that gets filled up, it should stop the flow of water and I won't overflow my tank anymore. And that was a huge deal in my van. I will have links to everything down below when this video is finally done. It's a work in progress on this video. So hopefully by the end of this video, everybody likes it. Anyway, this is where we're at. Next step is I'm going to see and hope that my generator clears this tonneau cover. That's my next step. All right, quick update on where I'm at. I just test fitted the generator I'll show you guys here in a second how much clearance I have. Put on the old racks, my old bottle racks on the sides, which actually turned out pretty good. I like that. So here's where we're at right now. I have a tote that fits perfectly right in here. My double bucket fits here, and then one more bucket for like dirty laundry, things like that, or whatever. So that's the bed. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and close this. I'll show you guys the clearance. Float valve works pretty good. I shut it off before we went to a full-on fill. So I don't know yet if it's gonna completely shut down, but I definitely slowed it down majorly, which actually gives me a lot more time to turn it off. But I don't know if you can see where the fill line is. Kind of, it's basically at the curve. So I just went ahead and shut it off. So here we go. You can see it actually does touch it, but it's enough to where I'm still gonna be able to clamp this down. And that was with taking the wood out. And you can see it just lines up inside the grooves of the bed, which gave me about the 1.5 inches that I needed in order to make this thing clear. So far, we're looking pretty good. Let's see, go ahead and close this all the way. So there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this put together, and I'll show you guys the ending of, well, for now. You can see it's starting to get a little dark. Been a little bit of a long day. We're wrapped up for today. I got mobile jobs basically all week, so I had to get this all done. This is basically what it looks like. I'll go through a detailed look on it in basically part 2. So you guys can keep an eye out for that video coming up soon. I'm just going to basically give you a quick little overview, and then we'll go through a little bit deeper on the next video. So ended up, one thing that you didn't see in the last little clip was I put my little power strip back in here. Oh, sorry about my finger being in the way. But this makes it to where, obviously, I can have power. So kind of basically just squeezed it back in there, and it ain't going nowhere. I didn't mount it actually, because what I would like to be able to do is be able to take everything out and still utilize it as a truck for my family if I would like. The inside's pretty packed, that sort of thing. So we'll go through that, and like I said, part number 2. So anyway, hopefully you guys like this video. I'm a little tired. It's Father's Day. It's time for me to go rest, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Hit the like button. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.